Hi guys, welcome to another short video by Antiques Arena. My name is Walter O'Neill, and in today's little video I'm going to show you a variety of silver jewellery and items. As you're aware, I still don't have a car yet after the car crash, so I'm showing you bits I've already bought, and as we know, jewellery is one of my preferred buy-in. I don't sell it on, I keep it all, but I'm going to show you in this little video just a selection of the little bits of silver now that you can actually find at a car boot sale, and the variety, you know, how different some of the pieces can be. Where do I start? I start here with a beautiful little piece. What we have here is a really nice lump of amber. A solid silver little horseshoe if you like, and silver loop. Now, amber is a very touchy subject. Is it real? Is it fake? I can pretty much guarantee you a piece that size is not going to be a genuine piece of million-year-old amber, without a shadow of doubt. But at the same time, you have a really decorative piece of amber and silver, and it is beautiful. If you see a piece of amber that size, guys, I can tell you pretty much it isn't going to be real unless you're paying good money for it. And always be suspicious if they got the insects and things in them. Always be very suspicious. This is going to be simulated amber, in my opinion. It's not plastic, it is amber, but it's man-made. It's certainly not millions of years old tree sap, but it's still a beautiful pendant that looks the part. Just showing you a diversity of what you can actually buy at the car boot sales. Here we have a really nice piece of rock crystal. Solid silver chain, silver mount, and a beautiful piece of rock crystal. It's quite a large piece, and set with a blue stone at the front. Not 100% on what the stone is. Could be a topaz or something like that, looking at the colour. But again, you can see we have a really interesting piece. Now, more often than not, when you see people running around the car boot sales, they're looking for silver and gold that they can scrap. So they're not going to pay £4 or £5 for that because they can't scrap it. What they're after is lumps, something they can pick up, you know, it's got a bit of weight for £1 or £2 that they can weigh in and do no work and cash in and not even declare it half the time. Whereas me, I'm looking for, obviously I'm looking for the weight, but at the same time I love the unusual pieces. I don't just want run-of-the-mill. If I'm going out, if I see a stall, a jewellery stall, even a dealer, I'll go to their stall and I'll look through it. And if I think they got something that's really spectacular, a nice piece of Danish jewellery or something like that, I'll pay the money for it just to have the piece, to put it away. I don't mind investing in good quality pieces. Now, I have a selection of these enamel brooches. Now, they're known as like a Niello work. You get a lot of this black enamel and carved silver. These ones will be Siamese. Yes, Siam sterling. So, this black on silver, even if you can't find the stamp, buy it, guys, because you know, it's always sterling. And you can get a really diverse range of it. Yeah, as you can see, there's a beautiful little galleon, sailing galleon. So it really does get some interesting pieces. Some of it can pull good money too. But this, as I say, I'm pretty confident it's called Niello work. But I've also had a lot of Russian silver with the Niello work, with all the engraving and everything's beautiful. But these brooches, really nice, guys. I'm going to pick them up for a few quid a piece. The amount of times I buy silver brooches for £2 or £1, it's unbelievable at car boot sale. And it's not just the black. As you see there, they come in a variety of colours. Another interesting thing I've bought, solid silver whistle. Now that would hang on a gentleman's fob, or maybe a nurse's chatelaine or something like that, where you'd have the chatelaine with all the different tools and accessories on. We have, as I said, a little solid silver whistle. Don't know if it works. It does, but not brilliant. Oh, it's a bit better. So, you know, I try and look for a variety of styles and pieces. I don't just want the same thing all the time. But don't get me wrong, I won't leave it there for a few pounds no matter what it is. If it's silver, I'll buy it no matter what. Really doesn't matter. Now I have here a piece of really quality Danish jewellery. I'm always on the lookout for Danish silver, preferably with enamel. But these ships you normally associate with Iona silver. But no, this one is fully stamped up Denmark. And I'm going to give you a little close-up anyway, guys, of all the bits of jewellery now in just a moment. And it really is a nice little selection here. As I've said, this one is just to show you the pieces, some of the pieces I've picked up. If you've seen some of my other videos on my silver and gold, you'll know I've got kilos and kilos of the stuff. But I've selected out just a few really nice pieces just to give you an idea what you can actually get, you know, for very little money. You can go out, guys, and you can start up a business on a tenner. You really can. I'm serious, guys. A lot of people have said, basically, you know, you've got £1,000 worth of disposable items in your home anyway. I've seen a couple of dealers now, videos where they discuss this in depth. And they say if you want to start up in eBay, the easiest thing in the world is just no capital needed, just get a few of your items from the house and start selling them on eBay, and there's your startup capital. But personally, I find I don't like to part with things. If I've bought them, I don't like to sell them. You know, household items and things, whether I use them or not, there's always a day that I'll need them, so in effect I'm almost a hoarder. But what I would say is, if you've got a tenner in your pocket, you can go to a car boot sale and you can buy 10 pieces, you know, silver lockets, and I'm not joking, the amount of silver necklaces and rings and that I buy for £1 is unbelievable. You can go to a car boot sale, be there nice and early, take a look at my video on how to buy silver and that at the right money, and if you buy 4 pieces for your tenner, 5 pieces for your tenner, it doesn't matter. You sell them then at £12 each and you're already started. If you can try and buy really unusual pieces like that little whistle there, scrap value is little to nil. You're talking 7 or 8 grams of silver, 10 grams of silver at best. So you're talking 4 or 5 pound of silver at a maximum. So the people are not going to spend 2 or 3 quid on that unless they want to resale it. Now there are resellers like myself, but you want to hope a bullion man gets to it and doesn't want it, or you get to it first. But if you was to buy a nice whistle like that for 2 or 3 quid and put that up for 12 quid, you'd probably get 15 or 20 for a nice whistle like that. Once you start selling 1 or 2 pieces, you put that money straight back into it. Jewellery is so easy, guys. You can't get damaged. Most of what I do is glass, porcelain, things like that. I don't sell the jewellery, so a lot of my things are at risk. They can get damaged, they can get lost and so forth. At least with jewellery, you can't get damaged, guys. You can get lost, but if you're insured, you're paid out. So your pieces are safe. And as I said, a bracelet like that at a car boot sale is going to cost you anywhere from £4 to a tenner. Now this one's Danish. If it was Iona, it'd be up £35, £40. But the fact it's Danish, it's probably going to be up £65 to £70. So you can do it, and then as you branch out, I say silver or gold is a way to start because you haven't got to have any knowledge. If you just buy the fully hallmark silver, you can't really go wrong. There is fake silver and that out there, and I've done a couple of videos on the fake silver and acid testing silver. But I do think it's a safe area for you to start buying. And if you're buying it for 2 or 3 quid and you end up going belly up and you can't do nothing with it, you can always weigh it back in for 90% of your money back. So it's swings and roundabouts. If I was going to start up in business all over again, it's jewellery I'd start up in. I'll show you this one here in a minute. It's all tangled up. I haven't got the energy to untangle it. But what we have here is a beautiful shark's tooth. Still got all the razor edging cut up the side there, mounted into solid silver and turned as a necklace. Now, bullion wise, it's next to nothing. You know, but decorative, a shark's tooth, real shark's tooth, set in silver. It's probably a souvenir piece, someone been on holidays or something, but it's absolutely stunning. Set on a silver chain and so on. I got silver hearts. You can buy boxes at car boot sale, empty boxes for 10 pence each. You buy a necklace for £1, you give the necklace a little clean, put it in the box. You know, you're going to get 12 quid all day long, guys. It's a good way for you to start up or to start dealing in silver at low money. I'm going to give you a little look up, close up now, guys, anyway, at the jewellery pieces. Just give you a little view of this little selection. I've got another little selection of jewellery items. I'm going to do another film in a minute for tomorrow's video. Just showing you another variety that you can get. So I hope you enjoy having a little close up of these anyway, guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to come down here now and I'm going to show you these beautiful brooches. As you can see there, this one is still got the Siamese dancer on the front, the white enameling, and you see there will be the sterling mark. Now more often than not these are stamped sterling, not 925. There you go, sterling, Siam sterling. And of course you have the galleon. There's a whole variety, guys. You can get these in almost any shape. Obviously then there's the beautiful large 3-inch rock crystal pendant I just showed you, set with the nice stone on the top. You can see the colour there of the stone then. Sorry guys. So here we have the beautiful amber pendant again. We come across pretty standard piece, but it's the type of thing you will buy all the time. A nice Celtic locket. Yeah, I'm sorry, a bit sorry about the camera, guys. My original camera is with my son in Italy. He's gone to Pompeii, so I'm making do with an old camera. Here we have a beautiful piece. Don't know if I can capture it. This is a polished natural amethyst. I'm not going to capture it for you in the light. Anyway, it's a natural amethyst cut in or polished into a diamond shape, mounted in silver then with a little stone at the front. It's really pretty. But it gives you an idea that I'm trying to go for different. If I come across here, obviously here's the heart pendant and a couple of other normal little pendants. I will buy it £1 or £2 each. And then of course a beautiful shark's tooth. It has all the jagged edges still intact. It really is a nice piece. Gate bracelets, guys, always do well with these. Always see them at the markets. They normally come in for about £5, and I normally sell them for about £25–30 if I was to sell it. Or at least that's the prices I'd see them at the markets. You know, some beautiful pieces here. Solid silver is probably a cut glass or cubic zirconia. I wouldn't think it's garnet, but although it's garnet in colour with pearls. There we have the little whistle. More lockets. I do buy a lot of lockets, guys. The way I look at it, everybody wants to put a really nice picture of somebody they love or loved in a locket for memory. If the day comes I sell them. I got hundreds and hundreds of lockets to sell. Here we have that beautiful piece of Danish silver. As you can see, it's very much in the manner of Iona with the almost Viking ship. If I turn him over, see if I can capture it there for you. Don't know if that's focusing in, guys, I can't tell on this camera. But there's the mark for Denmark. Little dragonfly, I think, there, or mosquito. A little thimble. Just gives you an idea. I don't limit myself on anything, guys. Here we have a little glass bead with silver. Now you'll see these beads everywhere. You really will. Okay, you'll see them absolutely all over the boot sales. And everybody will be selling 50 pence in a pound. Now they're Pandora, but the only way you'll know if they're real is they will have 3 letters on them. They will have ALE. So they'll have Pandora on that side, and then you have 925 silver and ALE on this side. I can't get this camera to focus in close, I'm sorry. But what you're looking for when you see these little beads, they have to have the 3 letters of ALE on them to be Pandora, guys. Little silver and enamel badge there, nice old badge. Struggling with this camera, I've got no tripod and I really am struggling with the focusing, so I am sorry for the quality of the video. There we have it really, guys. Gives you an idea. I go to the car boot sales on a budget. I don't have fortunes when I go out. I go out, if I'm very lucky, I'll take a few £100 with me in one day. But more often than not, I try to stick to the low end budget. As you know from my videos, I have 4 children and a house to support, so I can't afford to waste money. If I start putting £50, £100, £200 into an item, then I really have to push the sale to get it gone straight away. So to be totally honest with you, if I can go out and buy on a budget, then anybody can. My average to take to a car boot sale is about £100. I always have money in the bank and my bank card if I need to run to a bank, but my average when I go to car boot sales is about £100, and that's normally enough. You don't have to have mega money to start or to run an eBay business. Now I've got a couple of subscribers who have 8,500, 9,000 items on eBay at any one time, but that is big business. That's not dealing in just being an antique dealer on eBay. That is dealing in £2,000 and £3,000 of turnover a week. And I take my hat off to them. I've done that once when I was still married and I had help. Certainly can't do it now I'm on my own. I'm happy enough plodding along, putting a bit of silver and gold away, having a decent wage that pays the bills and looks after the kids, and it still gives me enough money to go back out buying in the following week. But it all depends what you actually want out of it. But you can build up, guys. Now I did have somebody contact me a while back who had some inheritance, and he was buying pieces, £500, £1,000, and he said to me he lost a lot of money. But you really don't need to, especially while you're learning. Go to the car boot sales, go to the antique fairs and buy it cheap. I guarantee you, if you walk around Malvern Flea Market or wherever your equivalent is, and just say to the dealers, I'm buying scrap, just start out with silver, because you can buy scrap silver for 25 pence a gram, guys. Just say to them, I'm buying scrap. You watch how much stuff you buy that isn't scrap. people will be putting bracelets in because they're heavy, or brooches because they're heavy and they don't want them, and you'll be buying them at scrap weight. I also know there's a couple of dealers in Malvern. There's one there who goes there and all he has is a table full of silver. He must take 30-40 kilos of silver with him a day, and he sets a price. If scrap is 50p as an example, he'll set his at 65, and he don't care what you put on that scales, that's the price you pay. He just charges you by weight. And I'll give you an example. I had a George III tea caddy spoon off him and it didn't cost me a tenner, because he didn't care. I went like that with all the stuff I wanted, and it was all early spoons, it was lockets, it was all the saleable pieces. What I tried doing, I tried being clever. I didn't pick up the heavy pieces. I picked up the small pieces that had little weight, so that when he weighed them, it worked out I was paying £2 or £3 for a brooch, or £1.50 for a pendant, instead of £30 or £40 for a big chunky bracelet that, as far as I'm concerned, is worth more in weight than it is in decorative. So there's that way of buying from them as well. Up in Malvern, you'll find him, he's in inside stall. He doesn't go on the outside, he has a stall in the inside shed, and he will literally just have a table full of silver and the weighing scales, guys, and you can dig out where you want to and weigh it in. If you're going to do that and you want to sell it on, look for the lightest possible stuff you can find, but it still has to be decorative. Badges, brooches, pendants that are really quality. Don't just buy rubbish. And fill your big bag up. You might have 200 quid's worth in that bag then for him, but if you start saying £12 a piece across the board, you might pull the grand back in off that. So have a look into that, guys. Really worth looking into. Remember what I said about the Pandora with the little beads at the very least. They got to have ALE on them. There is ways of testing your amber. I'm not 100% on them, guys. But a lump like that isn't going to be real. It'd be too valuable. So we'll leave that at that. I'll look into identifying amber properly another time. So I'll leave it there, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at the diverse range of jewellery bits, even though there's not loads of it. It shows you a little variety of what you can buy. Yeah, some nice little examples there. So I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a share. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell for notifications of my videos. You'll find us on Facebook, Antiques Arena. We're on eBay, Antiques Arena Clearance, where everything starts at £12 now with no reserve on auction. And we have our own website, nearly forgot it there, antiquesarena.com, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.